Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Tutty, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we? So today we are celebrating one of my favourite herbs, ginger. I was reminded of how effective and far-reaching and easy to use ginger is when I felt the beginning of a cold coming on earlier this week. I blitzed up some fresh ginger root tea, drank 4 mugs of it throughout the day with a little bit of lemon and honey thrown in for taste. Bingo! The next day I was as good as new. This episode talks about the many uses of ginger. It's not just for colds and flus. I'll also share my super quick, fresh ginger tea recipe. All hail our herbal ally, ginger. The early signs of cold had me reaching for the fresh ginger root earlier this week. Next day, my symptoms had gone. Ginger is one of those amazing plants that happily resides in the food, culinary and medicinal food camps. It's cost effective, easy to use and available in most supermarkets. More importantly, its uses are far-reaching, spanning musculoskeletal, digestive, heart health, respiratory, urinary and immunity in general. It's most commonly known for its ability to overcome nausea and calm an upset stomach. It can be used in moderation for morning sickness, and it's also great for those gastro bugs or if you ate something that's just not sitting right. And if you overindulged on a night out, it's a lifesaver. It's warming and pungent. Herbalists refer to it as an acrid bitter. It helps your digestion by getting the bile moving and supporting your gallbladder. Its pungent personality provides a clue as to its herbal actions. That ability to warm and move things along is so effective when you need to move cold, stagnant, congestive states from deep within the body and out into the open. That's part of its magic as a respiratory herb. It helps you to expel that cold, hard-to-move phlegm. Researchers have also confirmed its traditional use as a pain reliever, particularly when dealing with musculoskeletal or period pain. It's a circulatory stimulant, so it can be helpful in moving toxins along and also in that first stage of injury repair that we talked about last week. It's antibacterial and antiviral, so not only is it fighting those germs when you have a cold, its heating qualities are working with your immune system to create as inhospitable an environment as possible. Combine that with its ability to support you in removing congestion, and it's your first line of defence when you feel a cold coming on. Ginger is great for heart health. It lowers blood pressure through a variety of mechanisms, such as blocking calcium channels, inhibiting angiotensin converting enzyme. It also encourages vasodilation by stimulating the creation of endothelial nitric oxide. All things responsible for lowering our blood pressure. Now, if you're on blood pressure medication, measure your blood pressure regularly to ensure that the added hypotensive effects aren't bringing your blood pressure down too low. Conversely, if you're on blood pressure medication and you can't quite get your blood pressure down to the level you need, ginger, when taken regularly, may just tip the scales in your favour. There's also some promising small-scale research that suggests ginger can reduce oxidation of LDL cholesterol. So why is this of interest? Well, it's because oxidative damage to your LDL cholesterol is thought to play a key role in the creation of atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is where you get a build-up of plaque on the walls of your arteries, and it reduces blood flow, but it can also block the artery if this plaque ruptures and your body tries to repair it by creating a clot. It's really easy to bring ginger into your lifestyle. You can add it to your meals, for example. Personally,
I like fresh ginger tea, and here's my quick and easy way for making it. You'll need some fresh ginger root, about the size of your hand, some water and a blender. It needs to be a powerful blender because ginger root is quite fibrous. I use a NutriBullet. Now peel the ginger root and add it to your blender. Top it up with water and give it a good blitz. Once it's blended, pass it through a sieve to remove the fibrous parts. You don't have to, but it's just a nicer tea. And discard those parts. Store your fresh ginger root tea in the fridge for 3 to 4 days, or you can freeze it by pouring the ginger tea into some ice cube trays. To make your tea, add about 1/3 of the tea to your cup. You can add any extra yumminess like honey, lemon or cinnamon, and then top it up with boiling water if you want a hot drink, or cold water for a cold drink. If you're out and about, keep some masala chai tea on hand. It combines black tea with ginger, cardamom and cinnamon. And it will have less ginger in it than your ginger tea, but often it's about incorporating many small changes to your lifestyle. So when taken together, these create a huge leap forward, but they tend to feel a little more manageable along the way. So how will you add ginger to your life? A tasty Indian or Thai style curry? Some chai or ginger tea? Perhaps just 2 or 3 slices put in your glass or cup of water. The possibilities are endless and the health benefits immense. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.